Welcome back, guys, to a brand new YouTube video. In today's video I'm going to be telling you and showing you exactly how I made $430 trading Nasdaq today. It was a very simple day in my opinion. There is no reason why you cannot learn the concepts and do this yourself. So let's jump straight into it. Well, first of all, I will be telling you guys how exactly I got my daily bias today. So if we just quickly go to the daily time frame, like it's so simple that we're bullish. We are delivering from this daily fair value gap. Go down to the 4-hour time frame. We inverse this 4-hour gap, but everything is bullish. And if you look in terms of draw on liquidity as well, these are my draws on liquidity, because bias doesn't always mean much. You have to have a draw on liquidity in that direction. We have so much liquidity above here. Buy side, intermediate term highs, trendline liquidity, perfect liquidity, daily fair value gaps as well to the upside that have been unfilled. So yeah, this is just perfect. So these are my targets going into the rest of the week. So if you're watching this early on after it being released, these are my targets for the week. So if we just break this down real quick, going into today, obviously bullish, and I was waiting to see how we reacted when we swept this high. And as you can see, we absolutely blasted through this high, displaced above it, closed above it. So that's me so bullish for the rest of the day now, at least to these targets. And I will show you the trade I took. So if we break this down from the 15-minute time frame, still super bullish, and then we had a nice pullback. So when I'm looking for continuation longs on either the 5 or 15-minute, I want to see a fair value gap being respected. So I want to see a good enough pullback to the point where we create a 5-minute or a 15-minute gap, come back down, respect the gap, and then deliver back up, and that's where we look for our entry on the lower time frame. So as you can see here, for this first setup, we were delivering right here, look, from a 5-minute gap. So this was the first delivery. So this was the trade I took today. If we go down to the 1 minute, as we can see, we've got this 5-minute delivery. We also have a manipulation leg on the 1 minute. So we've swept this low, and we have a bearish fair value gap in this leg down, super clear and obvious on the 1 minute time frame. So mark this out. All I'm waiting for, in line with the bias, which was super simple to find out, pretty mechanical system in the fact that we're waiting for a delivery into a 5-minute or a 15-minute, and then I'm waiting for that close through the 1 minute gap, and I simply enter on the candle close. Stop loss just hanging around at these lows. And then if the candle does come back and close through this inverse fair value gap, I will in fact close my position, as that is when the trade is invalid. And then simply, I'm looking for a target now. So this was my break-even point. And I like to look for a nice strong target around the 1 hour. So I looked at the hourly time frame. As you can see, there was a nice hourly gap here. And then I went down to the 15-minute time frame, and as you can see right here, it aligns perfectly with a 15-minute intermediate term high. So that was my draw on liquidity for this trade. That was my target. So I simply target that high just over a 1 hour, about 1.4 risk to reward. I did in fact leave a runner to the 4-hour high because I was so confident we were bullish today. As you can see, it didn't play out. I ended up getting my runner stopped at break even right there. But I scaled most of my position, 80% of my position, at this high right here. And then I left my final contract, or final micro, up to the 4-hour intermediate term high, which would have been massive if that had hit. And that was the trade I took today. Very straightforward. Very good day in general. You've got to be able to identify the bias on days like today. We're super bullish. As you can see, we've had a big pullback, bigger than expected. But if you use the break-even method, for example, I also did take this 3-minute long today. If you don't know already, I enter off of inverse fair value gaps. You can see we have a nice inverse here. Delivery from a 15-minute fair value gap this time, so even higher probability than the setup previously. And I moved to break-even here. And as you can see, it saved me massively. If we come back down, get a bigger manipulation than expected. We want to re-tap into this 4-hour fair value gap, as you can see down here. and then we get a perfect setup, which I won't go too much into because this is just a trade recap from the trade that I caught today. But if I was still trading and still at the charts, I would take this 10 out of 10 times. This was so good. So good. We swept a low as well to the left. Right here. Yeah, so good. I'm not going to get into that because I was just doing a trade recap of this trade. So that is how I managed this trade, and that is exactly how I made $430 and caught 35 points on the Nasdaq today. If you're interested in trading alongside me in live time, I did call this trade out live perfectly. Click the link in the description. You can join the Discord for completely free. Check out everything from there. There are free streams every single Monday as well. So join the community. It's a great free community, and I will see you all in there. Make sure to subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments anything else you want to see on the YouTube.